Paint Tuesday. Hi all. I'm just whacking a bit of black paint using a horror brush onto this mini. Ooh. Thank you very much, John the Templar.
Hello,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. Awesome.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I think that's the most subscribers we've ever had.
Is it? I can't see that.
I think we have 13.
Wow.
That's the most we've ever had ever.
Awesome.
And it's a pretty cool number as well.
Cool. I'm whacking some black primer to fill the gaps. Quickly sprayed these minis earlier on, and it was a bit of a rush job, and I haven't managed to get it in all the nooks and crannies. So I'm just sorting that out so I can get on to doing a bit of painting on these guys later.
Yeah, not as though we've been like rushing around with 2 minutes to go till the stream or anything, stuff like
No.
that. We wouldn't do anything like that. I'm gonna give this a go. Needs a really good shake though, and my shake is broken.
Oh yeah, the thing needs a bit of TLC, doesn't it?
Wicked decent. I don't think I've ever spotted Panda's little subscriber dance before. It's like the belly dance, isn't it? It's cool. It's cool. On the belly dance. Yesterday I was moving him around around the screen while we were waiting because I had time to kill yesterday. Yesterday I was making Panda flirt about around the screen in the where we're going to be live soon screen. But today I've just been running around going, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what mini I'm going to paint.
Well, I know I was going to paint this one, but this one ain't going to take me very long, is it?
No.
I might have to drag it out for an hour now.
Why can't you find something else?
Well, Wicked Decent has just grabbed the nearest thing, but there isn't anything else on my desk. Because I don't like having more than one thing on the grill at the same time.
No. You'll have to paint your night.
If it hasn't been washed.
It doesn't need washing.
Why?
Because that's what they say in their thing. The minis don't need washing.
I'll
Just
show
paint
you.
it.
It is tiny though. I might
Paint it neat.
paint Mr MLG. So I'll show you. Show you what he brought me back from, what was it, Warfare?
Warfare.
Was there 2 Warfare events going off? One in America?
There might have been one in America. I don't
Because
know.
it got a bit confusing on Twitter for me.
Alright.
So here you go. Here's what he brought me back. Night riding a dodo. Like we said, we do like these minis, but unfortunately we can't stock them. Because they don't let shops. I don't know what a dodo looked like.
Don't know.
Anyway, so there is that floating about.
Or the monkey.
Oh, the monkey. I could just talk and not paint anything and then it'd be like, oh, there's 5 minutes to go, let's paint something. The monkey. Might be a bit bright for the monkey.
How are you all? Have you all had a super awesome day? I've been working from home today.
I've seen him today. What's that all about?
Yeah.
That's because he went into the shop this morning and one of his staff told him he looked rough and he should go home.
Yeah.
Which is nice, isn't it? That's not why he came home. He had to come home to drop something off and then I said, well, just stay here with me.
So I did.
And he went, oh, I don't know.
So I did. And I have today been selecting items to add to our upcoming sale. Have you mentioned that we've been going to have a sale?
No, you have.
Alright, we're gonna have a sale.
We don't normally have sales because our prices are so fantastic all year round.
Yeah.
But we know how hard it is lately, so we're trying our very best to find somewhere that we can just have a little sale. It'll be short and sweet.
Yeah.
We're just going to eat beans for a week just so we can put a sale on for you all.
Yeah. Probably just going to do something that maybe lasts a week or something. And then being like, they're on sale till they're gone. situation.
Yeah, none of that lark.
So I've been adding things to our sale category before we put it live.
Is it Friday?
We're going to do it on Friday.
You told me Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Hey, Goblin Squire! She
Hi.
can paint. That's why I sound out of breath for not doing anything else. She can paint like. I bet I should have really been nice to Goblin Squire, because I was doing all sorts of stream notes cards while Hamish was playing. But I don't think we have any super mean cards, so I think we might be all right.
Yeah, making him play without saving and all sorts of
It adds to the fun, doesn't it, Hamish? Wicked D says, I can't decide if it was just the track, the music was almost as loud as you guys. Yes, we've moved the microphone because we had to. Nathan had to use the wire for the microphone in the van to make the sat nav work when he went to London, and since then it's been moved, and I think it is not quite picking us up as well as it used to. So I've turned the background music down now. Is that better? Is that any better, or is it just like no? You just need to shout. But yes, when I started the stream, the microphone wasn't working at all. So the fact it's even doing anything is probably better.
And why wasn't it doing anything at all?
Because you'd unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it went, no, don't know what that thing is that you've just plugged in. And then, well, it's the microphone that's always there. And it went, no, I don't like it. It's new. You're going to have to reinstall me.
It worked yesterday, didn't it?
It did, but it was being silly today. But this is a different scene, isn't it?
Right.
This is us two both. So this is different scene. So I am painting this little robot Kobold for my and Wicked D's duo, I think. Is it a duo? I think it's a duo. What colour are you painting yours, Wicked D? Because I'm just making this up as I'm going along, as you can probably see. I'm painting mine blue. The last one I did, I painted like a coppery, brassy colour. But now I'm painting it blue.
Yeah. I'm just putting some black on the edges of this base.
Yeah, you've nearly finished him, haven't you?
Yeah, it just needs a little bit of highlighty and shady downy.
Yeah, because those are words. Highlighty, shady, downy.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the little sale that we're going to have. We're going to put as much awesome stuff in there as possible, and like I say, just not eat for a week, so you lot can have awesome sale. What kind of things would you like to see? I'm not saying that they're going to be in, but what kind of things would you like to see in the sale? If you came along to the sale, the Black Friday sale, and went like, wow, that's just what I wanted, what would it be? I have also been adding new things today, which won't be in the sale.
Hi, Sharon.
Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Oh, Goblin Squire and Tony are sorting poor little Pando out. I've moved him up there. Does he look alright up there? He's floating about at the top.
Where have we put him? Starcraft minis, says Tony. Yeah, we haven't got any of them. Oh, no Starcraft minis.
What, we just haven't got any?
We just haven't got any.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. You're too kind.
You are very kind, John. Very, very kind.
Oh.
What? Yeah, new stuff. Been adding new stuff today. Been adding some grotesques and a couple of Christmas ornaments. What else have I added? It was only like 5 minutes ago. I was still doing it. I was talking to Wicked D on WhatsApp, and I was still adding stock, and then I realised that we were supposed to be going live in 15 minutes, and I hadn't done anything about it. So I was like, quick, run around, get the stuff sorted. yeah, Christmas ornaments, a really cool salt and pepper shaker that is Frankenstein's monster and bride. Frankenstein, bride and monster, which is super cute. Super cute, and some grotesques. And there's lots of new trade-in stuff as well. There's lots of new second-hand Warhammer that's in the new section.
Is there?
Mixed in with my grotesques and Christmas decorations are random death guards. Just mixed in there. There's also some new goblets, some awesome new goblets, and the D&D tankard is wow. It's like, it's massive and chunky, and nobody is going to not know that you like D&D if you're using that to drink out of. It's mightily impressive, and it comes in a box, so it's a good present. Is that a metallic blue, or does it just... Yes, it is metallic blue. They are army paint metallics. Elven blue armour, and he's got royal purple in his ears. It's really hard to tell on the... Let me see if I can get it in a better position for you. Little Miss and I have decided that we need to work on our diction. After watching an episode of QI, but it's not going very well.
After watching QI, you decided. Why? What's
I can't remember what his name is. He's quite posh, and he's been around for a long time. And I can't remember his name. It's something like Giles or something like that.
Charles Brandreth.
Yes, that guy. And it wasn't QI. It was Would I Lie to You? We were watching QI, and then we turned it over to Would I Lie to You? And one of his things was he does this mantra, this saying in the morning to help him with his diction. And I can't remember what it is now, so it's obviously working really well. It was something very silly, like bathtub, lavatory, B-day, whoosh, or something. It was something silly like that. And it turned out to be true, and it was to help him with his diction. So yeah, there we go. Random fact while I was just trying to talk about blue paint. So yeah, blue metallics. So they're pretty cool. I don't use them very often. They're in the different box, but that's the blue there, and that's the. Ignore this purple here. That's before I shook it up. They do need a lot of shaking, as do lots of army paints, but they are cool. There's also a video kicking around on YouTube, because these are quite old now, from when they first came out, and it's another example of Mr MLG not reading the instructions, because they came with, I think it was these, they came with one called Fairy Dust, is that right?
Yes.
And you're supposed to read the instructions on how to use Fairy Dust, but Nathan didn't. And then he went, oh, this isn't very good. And then he did read the instructions and figured out what you were actually supposed to do with it. So that was cool. So there is a YouTube video in our YouTube of when these first came out and Mr MLG using them, which might be of use to you, Wikid, to see how they all work. It's on there somewhere. Honest. Yeah. The grotesques look good. They do, don't they, John? I really like them. I do like them. I can't think what my favourite one is. It's probably Victor. I think I like Victor the best. He just looks happy, does Victor. We've also added some new goblets, so that's cool. So there you go. That's what I've been doing today. No card sorting today so far. So that's always a bonus. I've been sorting Magic the Gathering cards for quite a while now, and there's still a million left to do. No sorting today, and probably no sorting tomorrow, because I've still got some more Christmas decorations to add, as apparently it's nearly Christmas.
Yep, sure is.
I hope you've all got your advent calendars, your MLG hobby advent calendars, to open on the 1st of December. I crumbled today and brought the WH Underworld set. Yes, we hadn't noticed at all, Tony. Yeah, we totally noticed. As he likes the skellies. In fact, Nathan went, oh look, Tony's brought that. He never tells me anything that anybody buys normally, but had noticed that.
I was in the middle of doing something, wasn't I?
And it popped up.
Just at that moment.
So yes. Gotta like a good skelly.
Yeah, they are nice. The Sons of Velmorn, I think they're called.
I've been put off by the brand, says Wiki D. Think you all know I hate Army Painter, but I'll have a look at the video. Well, next time you come round, you'll have to just have a go with them, because the metallics aren't like Army Painter, if that makes sense. So you might like them.
They're better.
Yeah, the metallics are better. They still need a good shake, but yes, they act more like normal paint. There is a wild Delgog, probably something like that. In chat, if you want to try and catch it, use poke poke catch. Tony says it was out for delivery within an hour. That's because no one's buying anything, Tony. We've just been sat waiting for you.
No messing.
No messing about. Oh, you're getting warm.
I am.
The fire's been lit all day, keeping us nice and toasty.
Right.
Oh, Wiki D really wants that. Oh, he just didn't have a normal ball, so had to go for an ultra ball. Are you going to tell us what you are doing?
Yeah.
Now shut up.
No, you carry on talking. I like it when you do the talk.
Come on.
So, I've got some Song of Ice and Fire minis. I've got these three, which are here. And my plan is, I was going to carve them off the base before I paint them, but I think I'm going to do it after I paint them. So, this guy is a Ranger Vanguard, I think he is, something like that. He's a horseman, one of the Night's Watch horsemen. So that guy, these are just to do some colour tests. This guy is a bowman. He's a can't remember what faction he's from, but he's a sworn brother or something like that. And this guy, he's a Night's Watch ranger warrior with this big two-handed sword. Now these guys are what I'm going to use for Kings of War, Warhammer Fantasy Battle, what have you. But they do need to be on some smaller bases, because you're supposed to be able to get 10 of these in this tray. And if I give you a quick illustration of how that might not be possible with 2 of these 30mm round bases, you're going to get like 3 of these guys on one base if I don't rebase them. But I think that what I'm going to do is put them on, rather than put them on round bases, on square bases, sorry, like traditional Warhammer stuff, I'm going to put them on some smaller round bases. But I am going to have a go at painting them before I start chopping them off. Stuff. So
if you paint them first, will it not make a mess when you chop them up?
No, so I'm going to be really neat and careful and just slice their feet off. So underneath, they're pre-assembled. They all come pre-assembled, which is pretty cool, really. And then their feet must have little tabs on, because underneath all the bases, they've got like little spots where they're obviously glued in underneath. But they do come pre-put together. So I'm just going to get a sharp knife and just slice those little bits off, and then rebase them.
Oh, there's some Pokemon community game rivalry going on. So Wiki D really wanted that Pokemon. He used a Ultra Ball, and then at the last moment, Goblin Squire swooped in with an Ultra Ball and caught the Pokemon.
So, hopefully you're not all bored of seeing me paint things with contrast paint recently.
And is it? If you are, it's tough.
If you are, it's tough, because I want to get this army painted fairly quickly. That was the style that I was going to go for.
Well, that's what they're for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Contrast paints to get things out and onto the table.
That's right. So, I've got some Green Stuff World Slate Grey, I think it is here, which I'm going to use to do a heavy brush.
Pete says, morning all, missed the first bit, stupid phone calls. Yes, how very dare they. Mr MLG nearly missed the first bit because he was also on telephone to a customer whilst he was outside in the woodshed. So, random thing. But it was like, come on. there are more words, but more words that I cannot say. So.
Yeah, I need to watch a few more of his videos. I think his I like his voice is very melodic to listen to.
Oh, not like ours at all.
No. Because is he Spanish? I think he's Spanish.
Looks like he might be Spanish with that name, but I don't know.
I think he's Spanish. Juan Hidalgo. Yeah, he does a series of videos, heavy contrast. He's a very good painter. Also makes jewellery, apparently.
Alright. There you go then.
He's a goldsmith.
Can you give us any tasty tidbits from the upcoming sale for our lovely loyal regulars, or is that not allowed? Oh, the minis were so shocked by that they flew across.
What you want? You want advance?
Well, you know, I mean, you don't have to.
Well, so there will be some Games
Did the
Workshop.
hydrate come through? It did, Pete, and we had a hydrate.
Yeah, definitely.
See, I did the whole dingalingalinga.
I know, but
What? Do I have to show Pete that I've got some water?
mm-hmm.
I don't quite fit underneath.
I'm gonna have an extra mouthful. Just so
Yeah,
Pete
not that that's what Pete wanted us to do at all.
just so Pete didn't feel robbed. What was I saying? Yeah, there'll be some WizKids minis. There will be some Reaper minis. There will be some Warhammer.
Reaper minis, but we're already cheaper.
Yeah, I know.
Wowzers.
And then some lesser known ranges, some model kits, a couple of bits of railway stuff in there. Well, I just went a bit mad really and just went through and selected a whole load of stuff. I figure if people want to buy it, that's cool.
You're not going to bankrupt us though?
No, we're not going to lose money on it. People are just going to get a very good deal.
That's it. Out of business soon.
Well.
But I need my glasses to see what I'm doing.
You're talking to
John
me.
the Templar wants you to remove your glasses for 1 minute.
You'll have to put them on the...
I've taken them off, but they're there. Move them over there.
Pete the Hydrator is the best.
Pete's the best. Yeah, you'll have to put them over there so that we know that you're not cheating. I can't take my glasses off because I don't have any.
Yeah, can you see them at the edge of the screen?
No. Oh yeah, you can now.
They're here, look.
Don't get them covered in paint.
No. Do my best.
Oh, what's that?
Pete the Hydrator, we love having you here.
We do love having you here, Pete. You've got another cool little starty blob. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, like a picture that comes up. I think people use it all the time, get them from stream routes, but I'm not sure. It's looking very... What are you doing?
Can't see.
Oh, it's because you haven't got your glasses on, sweetie. It's like, you say you don't have to make grunting noises.
No, I know.
What are you doing while you're painting with no glasses on? What is it that you're actually painting?
I'm dry brushing these guys. so I can do the contrasty stuff.
I'm glad there isn't one that's close your eyes.
Paint with your eyes.
That might be quite fun.
Paint with your eyes closed.
Hello.
Hello! I think we need to get some more where it's you talking. That's they're funny. I like them.
Yeah, right.
Hello! I've given him purple toes.
Oh yeah. Purple toes.
Purple toes. He's so small. He's so small. Cute little robot. It's very blue now. Can we see him? Could do with some eyes, really. Yeah, so WizKids and some Reaper.
Yep.
John the Templar thinks you've been sitting for too long.
We've got to stand up. Ready? Wheelie chairs. Ugh. Oh, even the dog stood up. We're not going anywhere, mate. It's alright. You okay? It's alright. We were just staying. Your dad still stood up. I've sat back down. Stood up and painting. Can you see better from up there?
Well, I can actually. It's focusing better.
Still stood up. Still stood up. There you go. I've given him some eyes now. He might be able to see.
Can I have some eyes back yet?
No, I don't think so. I can't remember how long the card says.
It's a minute, I think.
A minute? Well, a minute's a really long time though, isn't it?
Stupid
John's
horse.
playing rock, paper, scissors with Pando. He was trying to distract you there, look, John. Pando's trying to distract you by doing his scary face. John's gone for scissors. What's Panda gonna go for? Still thinking about it. I think Pando should choose first.
Yeah, me too.
Well, what did Panda choose? We've both got paper. That's not what happened, Panda. That's not what happened. John won, and you know it. Well done, John. We won't let Panda cheat. He's a big cheater.
Right then. So, just going to let our. It's definitely time for me to put these on.
You can put that back on. Hey,
It's
Red!
definitely time for. Or we need a little bit of time for the giant to dry before we do anything else with the giant.
I thought you'd finished the giant.
No, he needs that little bit of dry brushy or highlightiness on his face.
Dry, brushy highlightiness. I'm
Yeah.
here for all the technical terms. I suppose it's got to be better than slap chop.
Yeah, he needs a little bit of something on his fizzog.
How are you doing, Red? What you been up to? How's everybody getting on with their great MLG brush off minis? They're going to be doing more than one. Pete says, hydrate! Slappy, slappy. How are you all getting on? Little Miss has done a monstrous mini for the brush off. But I must admit, even though I love her very much, it's not her best work. She says it's finished, so okay. But yeah, it's not her best.
Come on, these guys are just jumping out of the things on
Do you want some
purpose.
blow tack?
No, it's fine. Should be fine. It's just
That's a massive.
Yeah.
What kind of painting handle is that?
that's an extra large painting handle.
I don't think I've ever seen one of them. So where have you got that from?
Well, I got it from Mighty Lancer Games, obviously. The best hobby shop.
How long have you had that?
Oh, at least a month. I've used it on stream before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. I mean, I can't see it on camera now, so.
Is it too far
Don't
away?
sigh at me. It's not my fault. You're supposed to be painting in that blob in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
So yeah.
Brush off is done, says Tony. Oh yes. Are you doing another one? You've got plenty of time. Get some more done. Spending more money on a second goblin army, says Red. Cool. Are you doing brush off, Wicked D? Are you doing brush off? How's yours going, Pete? Because you stripped it, didn't you? I think you said yesterday. Have you had a chance to do anything? Oh, I was going to ask Pete about what have I done with it? I was kicking about. I was going to add this to the website, Pete, for sale. It's can't remember what it's called. What's it called?
Marsh troll or something like that.
I didn't know if it was what you needed for your swimming around monsters, creatures in a tank or not. Anyway, there we go. I haven't added it yet. There's a pile of Pokemon in chats. Did you purposely wear out the middle bit so he had a painting area that the camera would be on? No, I think he dropped something on it and tried to clean it up and melted it.
Yeah, I did. I tipped over the poly cement in a bottle, and when I tried to mop it up, it just wiped all the surface off.
But yeah, it comes in handy for him to know what he's supposed to be painting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's he like? What was I doing?
I don't know, darling.
I don't know. Oh, Pete, John and Tony are all trying to catch that Pokemon.
What is it? What is the
I don't
Pokemon?
know. I don't know what it is. You know I'm no good with reading out their names. Could be anything.
It's I can't even see it.
Oh,
Scroll too far up.
Ah, what an excuse. What a mistake at making. Right then. He's got little teeth. I might do his teeth black and see what they look like.
Awesome. I'm using Dark Oath Flesh for my northern warrior here.
Wickety's got no balls. Go and buy some. You don't own that ball. Check the extension to see your items. Gun checks the extension and gone, I don't have any balls. I mean, it is also a fact as well, but you can just go and buy some. Free hydrate for you there, Pete.
You're being rude.
Me? No. There is a new mug in the Christmas section on the website that says "Check out my balls," and it's got obviously Christmas ornaments on it, Christmas baubles. Oh, Pando's asleep. Look at little Panda, all sleepy weepy woo. Right, he needs his sword. What colour sword? I would normally do it silver. I'll probably do his sword silver.
I would.
Yeah. I don't know if there is a silver in the army paint metallics.
There is. There's army painted silvers. Maybe not in the colours, because they're all colours.
There's some speed paint in it.
Is there? What flavour speed paints have you got?
Dark wood,
Alright.
Grave Lord Grey, something or other blue.
Oh, go on, give us the Dark Wood and the Grave Lord Grey out, and I'll.
You don't want the something or other blue?
No.
There you go.
Or maybe. Oh no, I will have blue as well. Go on. Seeing as I'm going to be really, really careful and
Got a ball in that one.
not go over the edges.
Night scales. What's night scales?
That's possibly my favourite out of all those paints in colours wise.
I might use this. Might use this, see what happens. There's all sorts of stuff in here that we never use.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the speed paints.
You might like that one, Wicked Dealer. That's quite a nice turquoisey, metallic-y colour. I've splodged all over the lid there, just, you know, on purpose so I could show you. Obviously.
But seeing as I'm being extra careful not to blob and what have you with these guys, I might use some of the speed paints for a little bit of variation of colour.
I might let you.
I also...
There's liquid frost in it, we've never used it.
We've never used it.
This is exciting stream, is it? Me looking through my paint section that you can't see.
Yeah.
While shaking this paint up.
I might
but
I
the
might use
metals
some
aren't as
super
bad, Wicked
washes.
Dealer. The metals aren't as bad. You should give it a go.
The silvers, the regular silvers, gunmetal and...
No, the turquoise colour that I just put. But sale says, ban Christmas till mid-December. I've got to add the stuff on though, otherwise people won't get the stock in time for mid-December. It's Christmas every day, says Pete. That would make Christmas boring though, wouldn't it? If it happened every day, it would just be boring.
Just be another day.
Tony says, I need to try some of that liquid frost. Yeah, we needed to try it. We were interested in it, which is why there is some at home, and then we never tried it.
No.
So, I'll have to paint a frost giant or something.
Yep.
Oh, this is dark.
Do some basing.
I'm not sure I it up enough. All these ones have been in the box for so long. This is just a stream of me shaking paint. It's dark, this one.
People listen to videos like that on YouTube and stuff, don't they? Paint shaking, ASMR.
It's not ASMR, it's just me shaking paint.
Oh, it could be ASMR.
I think if they were watching paint shaking, they might expect a lady in less clothes than the thermals that I've got on.
I don't know. Creepy people watch that kind of thing, don't they?
Each to their own. Each to their own. They're not hurting anybody, it don't matter, does it? That's an interesting combination, Pete. An interesting combination.
What's that?
Ban hammers and my head being stroked.
I see.
Seen them vids, don't get it, says Red. Is that ASMR or people shaking paints or
Maybe.
people in bikinis?
Might be people in bikinis shaking paint. I don't know. There's a whole series, and I've seen it on. Do you remember Tarrant on TV, where he used to? It was like he used to just do clips of stuff that were a bit weird from other TV programs. A bit like all these ones that you get of internet stuff now, into that kind of thing. And one of them was an American TV program that's women in bikinis firing machine guns.
And there we go. Maybe we should talk about something else now.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
What would you like to talk about?
So I've also got
Oh, there's some paint being chucked
these.
about.
I've got these. I forgot about these. I could use these in combination with my things, couldn't I?
I don't know. What are they doing?
These are the Reaper Super Washes
Oh yeah.
for a bit more
You've
variation.
got so much stuff.
Yeah, I have.
You don't know
You've got a
what
lot.
you've got.
Got a lot of stuff. Chestnut brown. Well, we don't need magenta. We don't need that blue. We could use that one, leather brown. We could get some use out of that. Drow violet, don't need that. Nox black we could use. Gilded yellow, might give that a whirl. Yeah, gilded yellow looks like this. That's leather brown. That's the bone shade. Or is that chestnut brown?
I wrote underneath them.
Yeah. 66. So that one's that one. Or is that bone shade? That one's leather brown. That one's yeah. So that's bone shade. That's leather brown. That must be blood-kissed red. And that one's Templar red.
Hey, Koiniko.
Hi.
You get to use different emotes now, Koiniko.
Cool.
So what do we reckon to my tiny little man?
I think it looks awesome.
Well, it don't look awesome, but he exists. It's blue. I'm blue, and etc. etc. There's one TikTok of a lady buttock wobbling after firing large cal guns. May do one with me and my beer cut. Well, there we go. Maybe that's why we're not getting as many TikTok people watching us, because we're not firing guns and bits aren't wobbling about.
No.
Don't have a gun to fire though, so I mean, not really going to happen, is it? Lots of bits do wobble on me, but the only bits that you don't really want to see wobble.
Gonna try some chestnut brown super wash as the horse flesh colour for my guy's horse. We'll see what that comes out like.
Is this one, Coroniko? I dug it out of the box of paint that we hardly ever use, but I know it's there. It contains all sorts of different special paints like the frost and these metallics, and they've also got the other ones, the thin paint. What's that called? Instar.
Insta.
In there, and we hardly ever use them. But these two are what this little guy has had on him. Purple in his ears and various joints, and it's very nice. And it's not. Wiki D likes it, but she doesn't like army painter. But they're not like normal army painter. They do need a lot of shaking, but mine haven't got mixing balls in. I mean, that would have helped. And they've been in a box for at least 2 years, not being used. But they're very flow. They flow nicely, and they're very smooth. Look. It's very hard to show you on the camera. But yeah, they're nice. And we should have some, I assume. I assume we've got some.
Yeah, we've got them. Yeah, in brush on and airbrush varieties.
No, mine's just normal, I think. Mine's just normal. Now we've got two of these left. 2 of the blue one left. And 2 of the air one left. Oh, look at that. And then there's the full paint set. The full set, which is £25 for all the colours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 10. I think there's 10 colours.
Yeah, and you get
some mixing balls, and you get the fairy dust paint. We were saying earlier on, before you got here, Coriniko, that there is a YouTube video of when we very first got them. So it's quite an old one, probably in the unboxing category. A YouTube video of Mr MLG unboxing them for the first time and using them
on an iron golem.
Yes, that's right, on an iron golem.
77514.
Ah, you're just showing off now because you didn't get it right last time somebody asked you. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to find it quick enough while we're streaming. But it is there, it does exist. It does exist. I've lost my mouse again now. It's wandered off into a different direction.
It's gone onto a different screen.
It's gone. Yeah, it's wandered off somewhere. It kept wandering off during Hamish's stream when we were playing Choice Chamber, and I was trying to type stuff in, and I was typing it somewhere else because it wasn't where it was supposed to be. There might be random bits of Choice Chamber in descriptions on the website now. just hammer written somewhere randomly, or husky. I was like,
I've never played this Choice Chamber that you referred to.
You were here though.
I was concentrating on something else there, so I wasn't really listening.
I was supposed to be doing some work. I was working and playing at the same time.
Well, the detail on these minis is pretty cool.
So what are they then? What, do they come in a box set or?
So yeah, these are Song of Ice and Fire mini. These are for the Song of Ice and Fire miniatures game. These figures, and I think that they are exceptional. They're based on Game of Thrones. So this guy is and in fact, that guy and this guy. Most of the miniatures that I've got are from the Night's Watch faction for the game, and the figures are sculpted by Dark Sword Miniatures, who make some absolutely fantastic minis. lots and lots of awesome characters, normally based off some pretty cool fantasy artwork and stuff, and they've sculpted these so they're in a really nice style. They're quite realistic looking, and they're based from Game of Thrones. So these are, like I say, Night's Watch, from the Night's Watch starter set that I've got, with the specific intention of using the minis for other games, because we've tried promoting the game in our local area previously, and nobody really wanted to play it. And I'll be honest, I've heard some pretty bad reviews of the game system, but the minis are absolutely fantastic, so definitely deserve to be used for something else.
And it's not like you've got many minis.
Oh no, no.
You've hardly got any, really.
Yeah. I did speak to somebody over the weekend. We were having a conversation about minis with a customer, someone that I've never met before from down that neck of the woods, and when he started telling me about all the Napoleonic and Ancients minis that he's got in his collection, I didn't feel so bad about the amount of minis that I own, because he has literally tens of thousands of 28mm figures, and it was just astounding, really, the amount of stuff that he's got in his collection. We play absolutely huge games in kind of like ancients and biblical periods and stuff like that in his local club. So he has collections of thousands of figures for certain armies that he has. Napoleonics and Ancients. And
it's not a competition now. It's
stuff.
not like,
No.
I can have some more now because that guy's got more than I've
No.
got.
I'm just telling you that, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm just...
I've got a lot, but I haven't got as many as some people.
got more than I have.
Yeah, but you don't play any games with them.
Lots of people don't play any games with them. In fact, Coroniko says, you're supposed to play games with these minis? Madness!
Yeah. I did joke to a couple of people as they were purchasing things over the weekend, like, and they said, "Oh, you know, I shouldn't really be buying these because I haven't painted everything I've got." And I said, "Yeah, so you do realise that the main hobby here is like buying and owning sealed boxes of plastic and metal. You know, anything like painting them, assembling them, all those kind of things. That's kind of a byproduct hobby. The main hobby is the purchasing and owning of these items."
Chat has just welcomed me to chat.
Oh,
Fairly sure that I've been here quite a while. Thanks, chat. Don't know what's going on there.
Random.
What are these games of which you speak? Says Tony. Yeah, plastic crap, Pete, that's what it is. I quite clearly don't have as many because I'm struggling to find something to paint now.
Yeah. But that's because you're quite
picky
and you don't want to paint the things that you've got.
But I think that's kind of because I don't play the games. So it's not like, oh, I need a guy on a horse to do that, or I need this to do. There's no reason for me to paint. See, like tonight, if you hadn't have made me come on to Paint Tuesday, I would have not been painting.
No.
Well, I probably would have painted the little guy because I needed to do him for Wicked D, but for the duo. But otherwise, you know, I could have been looking at my gargoyles. And last night after the stream, Mr MLG wanted to watch The Addams Family, the 90s film. So we watched The Addams Family, and then I said that I preferred The Addams Family Values, which I think was also from the 90s.
Yeah.
So we watched that as well, and then I said halfway through, come on, let's go to bed because you're falling asleep. And I got the typical response of, no I'm not, and then he fell asleep. So I just watched it on my own.
I didn't miss much.
You always say that.
I've just been...
So which one do you prefer?
I like the first one.
You like the first one?
Yeah.
I like the second. I think I prefer the second one.
Why do you prefer the second one?
I just a lot more's going on. I think there's the baby, there's the marrying, there's the camp. A lot more is happening than just the one storyline. I think it flows better as well. I think, but you know, I like the first one too. My water is all sparkly now, look, like some mysterious lake where maybe like a sword should come from or something. Oh, a galaxy. Look, we could all just fall into that and drift off gently to sleep. Oh, the pretty. It's so pretty. You are feeling sleepy. Look into my eyes, not around my eyes, into my eyes. Anyway, painted my base. Does that count? Painted my base for my little person. Everything's just so small. No way, what's wrong with my paint? What's wrong with my paint jar? It's plastic. It doesn't get a wash very often, but it's all dried on. Is that what you mean?
Yours gets rinsed out much more often than mine.
Yes, because I like to have clean water for painting my minis, whereas you don't.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
I was looking at the green stuff, well, brush toilet yesterday.
You know, it's not really called.
It's not called the brush toilet, is it? The brush rinser. The professional accessory, I believe it's referred to on the box. But yeah, the brush toilet. I was looking at the brush toilet yesterday.
What, looking at it longingly, or just?
No. I was looking at it thinking, like, would I ever actually use that? And I don't think I ever would.
It's probably designed for people like you that can't be bothered to get fresh water and have used the same water for like a million years. You know that's probably one of the first things that people say to a new painter. Make sure that you rinse your brushes very, very regularly throughout your painting session, and always have nice clean water. And there's you just like, yeah, I've had this water for 3 weeks now. Put metallic paint in it and I've put black in it, and it's just, yeah.
Have you know that I cleaned my paint water before this evening's stream?
That's your defence, is it?
Yeah.
It's probably been there a week already.
No, it's only been there since yesterday. It was fresh yesterday. I had to move it this morning anyway, didn't I? Because to have enough room to get my computer on my desk.
So is that the only reason that you did it, because you had to move it?
I think so. It probably would have still been here from yesterday. Sorry, we're using very thin paints, it's fine.
I used to have a mug, red. I used to have a Sports Direct mug. But then I got one of these Reapers from 2018. That's how old it is. 2018. That's why it looks, you know, a bit rough. So it must have been yours before it was mine.
I think so.
And you've got a Citadel one that you got for Christmas or a birthday or something.
It was my Christmas table present.
Your one that you're using.
Yeah.
Yes. Table present.
Which is a your family tradition?
No, it's just a my mum thing.
Right.
In between food, in between the meal and pudding, we have a small, inexpensive present to open.
That looks alright, that horse. Quite like that.
And what colour is that?
That's Reaper Chestnut Brown Superwash.
Reaper Chestnut Brown Superwash.
Yeah, I like that.
There you go, that's what it looks like, everybody. I like you always sound so surprised with your own painting. Wow, I did a good job. You always do a good job.
I don't know whether to use Nox Black for the chainmail or not, or whether to go with Basilicanum Grey. I think we'll go with tried and tested Basilicanum Grey. Oh, it's 4 minutes to 7. What happened there?
Well, you've been painting for nearly an hour.
Wowzers.
What did we decide what we're having for tea?
Nope.
No,
What do you want?
don't know.
I think we should have
Some food.
some food.
Always a good choice. Always a good choice. Some food.
Yeah.
Let's not get too carried away with the choices. Some food. What's everybody else having? Tony says toad in the hole. That wouldn't be possible. We don't have any ingredients for that.
Yeah, we don't get many toads in our back garden, so that's.
We've got a few holes though.
We could have.
Turnip pie. Ugh. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Thankfully, don't have any ingredients for that either. After this sale, it might have to be turnip pie. I'm having jacket spuds and veg. Sorry, it's not very awe-inspiring. No, you're right.
Who says that we could do? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had veg yesterday. Let's not get carried away. Little Miss isn't here, by the way. She always has vegetables and very healthy food. It's just us.
Yeah, we're probably going to end up having something with chips or something because it's easy.
Oh, I don't know. That putting the chip fryer on costs a lot of money now.
Yeah, like we haven't had the heating on today, have we, or anything?
No,
But
I've had the fire lit.
I suppose hoovered up and done some washing and stuff. But
Hoovered up, done some washing. You've been making hot drinks, which I never do when I'm home alone. And the dishwasher may possibly have been on. Why is it like?
Oh, yeah, we cooked with the oven at lunchtime.
Oh yeah, there's no hope, is there? On the bread line now. Pizza, says Tony. No pizzas. In fact, I think it's just going to be what we can find. What we can find.
Yeah.
It'll be right. I literally can't be bothered to do anything else, says Wicked Do. Vindaloo, says Red. Vindaloo. I had mac cheese, chips and garlic bread for dinner. Is that like macaroni cheese? Don't like that. Yay for triple carbs. Oh, my plate is always just beige. Beige is the colour of my food. Lady Red did a chow mein and had a chicken curry for my pack up.
Awesome.
Sharon says triple carbs are the best. You sometimes take leftover chow mein or butter chicken or something, don't you? If I've made it for Little Miss and then there's some left over, you get the dregs of the leftovers.
Yep.
For your dinner.
Yep. Bung it in the microwave at the shop.
Make the place smell like curry.
Yep. Had some awesome rice the other day. Uncle Ben's. I think it was referred to as dirty rice. Or was it Uncle Ben's? No, I think it might have been from Aldi. Dirty rice, and it was like full of flavour. It was really tasty.
Full of dirt.
Yeah, yeah. Special edition.
Special edition dirt. A wild bonsley or something like that is in the chat. It's also no longer streamy time.
Isn't it? Oh.
But we're going to have to wait and see who catches the Pokemon now at least. I can't focus in on the little doll dude. I was going to do this one grey, by the way, in case you were wondering what was happening. I was going to intentionally do it grey. Is my thought pattern. It might not work out, but that's the idea.
I'm going to try out, before we finish streaming, I'm going to try I'm going to try out some Nox Black on the leather armour on my...
Yeah, you sound funny when you shake your
some leather... I can't do it on purpose.
You don't have to do it on purpose, you're doing it anyway.
So I'm going to get a good squeeze of that, and then I'm going to thin it slightly with some Invictus Instar Prevectus Water Plus.
Invictus.
Yeah, I said the wrong thing. It's Instar
right. Sorry.
Prevectus.
Sorry, sweetie.
Yeah.
I thought it just had a really weird name.
Yeah. Invictus is the games thing, isn't it? That Prince Harry did. Invictus Games or something. Is that right? I think.
I don't know. But yes, I vaguely recall something.
Right. So way too much of that splodged on there, but we'll worry about that in a minute. So this guy's got like cool quilted armour on.
Oh, Nico's caught the Pokemon.
Excellent. Excellent.
So what are you doing there?
Yeah, so I'm not
Invictus
in Prevectus Water Plus in on this guy's armour, like surcoat type thing. I don't particularly want to paint these guys like Night's Watch, but I do want them to look like Northmen, so a combination of browns and blacks, I think. And this Nox Blue's like a really Nox Black is like a really dark blue. I think that'd be pretty cool colour, because when we get some guys with banners and things, it will allow us to get a bit of blue in the heraldry.
Red likes Aldi dirty rice with sardines.
No, not sardines, but I did like the rice. I got another one as well, and I can't remember what the other one was. It was called something like jerk rice. It was out with the same thing.
All of those things sound like I wouldn't want to eat them.
Yeah, but you don't like stuff with
no,
flavour.
Just like you're dirty, so.
Yeah.
Invictus from the Latin meaning undefeated. Yep. See ya, gaming night. Take care all. Have an awesome time gaming. We are actually finishing now, aren't we? Aren't we?
Yeah, we're finishing, yeah.
Yep, like, actually?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm just, I was just working on this, but we can finish whenever you like, darling.
I'll just switch it off then. Are you going to say goodbye? Or
All right.
I thought we were going to have some tea.
We are. Thank you very, very much, everybody, for joining us. We really appreciate you coming. Thank you for the sub, John, and all your kindness, Stream Loot Pack purchasing, bit cheering, all the bits and pieces that you all do. It's very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow from 8 PM.
Oh yeah, you're back again, aren't you?
Back again.
Look who's back.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
See you soon. Bye.
Amy, she's streaming at 8.
Yeah, give us a shout.